We'll give him one more time around. With a full field of 8 this time. Kyle Leeson, a non-starter. So it'll be Vince Lindsay and Fletcher Malentis, row number 1, row 2. Good to have him back out there. It's Jesse James Samuels in the 31. He was a non-starter in heat race number 2 with Matthew Thompson on his outside. Michaela Henze, who took out heat race number 2, will start out at position number 5 with Tilly Bosley. And it's Harrison Barris, our series leader, and Olivia Ferraro, our field of 8 for heat race number 3 of our Top Star Junior sedans. 8 laps is the journey. With the slow coming up the hill for Lindsay and Malentis as they bring the field to the green. Matthew Thompson darts straight to the outside. So we're 4 wide down the front straight for the first time of asking. Thompson wasting no time to the outside and will hit the lead. We look at the chief steward to see if that start was okay, and he calls it all good. So Thompson with a darting start from 4th to 1st before he even hit turn number 1 with Malentis, Lindsay and Jesse James Samuels all doing battle for position number 2. Thompson's already opened up a convincing lead. It's just at a second between himself and Malentis, with Lindsay holding off Jesse James Samuels and Michaela Henze. As a fact, Henze, who's gotten into 4th place and is allowing, putting the blowtorch on the back bumper of car number 70. The movement, though, for the 18 machine has been gnawed. And our series leader of Harrison Barris is having a troublesome time getting past Ferraro and Bosley at the tail of the field as the 18 actually gets past Ferraro that time around. Thompson, though, has continued to open up that gap. It was 1.8 on lap number 2 as he comes across the line for lap number 3 completion. Between him and Malentis is now 2.8 seconds. It's a whole second between lap times from 1st and 2nd, as Thompson may have finally found the problems they've been chasing all season long. And the 15 is on fire at the moment. Our first ever overall series champion continues to put quick lap after quick lap in, and it's now gone from 2.8 to 3.9 between himself and Malentis, who's doing a mighty job holding Henze and Vince Lindsay at bay. When we go back to our series champion, he's into 6th place at the moment, right behind Jesse James Samuels. The battle is for 2nd place at the moment as Henze has got Malentis off the curb. We've got 2 cars on the infield having a little bit of a push and shove. That's Bosley and Olivia Ferraro. The lights still stay green as the 25 is well off the track at the moment from our vantage point, and no. In fact, no, they're not. Chief Steward has thought otherwise. And we still have 3 laps remaining in our 3rd heat race for the Top Star Junior sedans, thanks to Down Under Graphics, Cush Clothing and Benedonic Avocado for bringing us the future of our sport. They get underway again with 3 laps remaining. It's Thompson, Henze and Malentis as Jesse James Samuels got a little bit excited there at the start, and so too is Michaela Henze on Matthew Thompson, and Henze now is applying the pressure to the 15.
Down the back straight, Michaela Henze comes back at Matthew Thompson and hits the front. Thompson fights back on the outside, so run into the main drag with 2 laps to go. Thompson, Henze, then back to Malentis, then Vince Lindsay is in 4th. Harrison Barris tucked away in 5th place, then Jesse James Samuels. So run down the back straight, Matthew Thompson by a couple of car lengths. Look at the battle for 4th. They're 3 wide as they exited turn number 2. Barris moves to 4th, Samuels to 5th, and in 6th place it would be that of Vince Lindsay. So move down the main straight. White flag is out. They're homeward bound, and this battle for 4th continues. For 3rd continues now, between Barris, who sneaks up the inside of Fletcher Melendez as they run out of turn number 2 the final time. The veteran junior sedan driver in this field, Matthew Thompson, comes out of turn number 4. Dad right at the ready as he comes into the main straight. Past Dad now right here at the finish line, and Matthew Thompson takes the win. 2nd is Michaela Henze. 3rd is Harrison Barris, and Fletcher Melendez, Jesse James Samuels in the top 5. Wayne Thompson appears a little bit happy with that result as he meanders back to the pits. And Junior Thompson, Matt, doing a good job out there tonight. Wins by 1.367 seconds. Matthew Thompson first, Michaela Hinsey second, Harrison Berris third.